All right, guys, I think you're going to be blown away by this indicator. I'll start with this. Guys, I've been coding indicators for 8 years. We have an indicator that is responsible for the honestly the highest win rate ever recorded on crypto, and that is actually what's called the top and bottom finder, and that is an indicator that you can purchase on our website. But more importantly than that, we've actually tested this in live trading environments with our track record since February 22nd of 2023, and currently, as I'm recording this video, we are 313 wins and 0 losses. That has been an absolutely incredible game changer of an indicator. I don't think I've ever said this publicly, but I acquired that indicator from the developer, an exclusive license for that indicator for $21,000. I have the invoice to prove it. It has done very well. I have come upon a new indicator that I've coded using AI that has been able to outperform the previous indicator. It is a very exciting new release, and what I want to actually do is show you guys how this works, and I'm actually going to be comparing it to other oscillators in the market just so you guys can see transparently just how much further advanced this indicator is than anything else you could put on your charts that's built in with TradingView. This indicator, to start off, guys, uses 9 different indicators in one. So one of the advantages of this is that you guys are going to be able to have the power harnessing the data of 9 different indicators basically within one. Some of those indicators that this indicator is comprised of are some of the classic indicators such as the RSI, the MACD, and stochastic moving averages. What I want to do right now is show you guys just how difficult these standard indicators are to predict the market and how easy this new indicator makes it. Partly because we are using confluence with these 3 indicators plus 5 other indicators to give us our signals, okay? So we're looking at Bitcoin right now. If you were to use, let's say, the RSI, many people say when the RSI is overextended, you want to go ahead and sell the market. Okay, we can see that. Decent place to look to sell the market. What happens is sometimes the RSI will never reach parameters which we call oversold or overbought values, and you will not get a signal. And so people miss out on exiting at these higher places. They also missed out on any type of entry back into the market because the market didn't drop below 30 on the RSI, which you missed this signal, this signal, this signal, this signal, that one, and that one. Every single entry into the market, which was an incredible entry, was missed with RSI, okay? If you're looking at oversold and overbought boundaries. Even if you are using the crossover function with the moving average on RSI, you are still missing, if not getting into trends late, as I'm representing on this crossover here, okay? I'm going to pull this down, and I'm going to go to the next one. MACD, moving average convergence divergence. It is the accumulation of 2 different moving averages, and your histogram is actually showing you the spread between the fast and slow moving averages, and when they cross over, you end up getting histograms printed on the top side and the lower side of the basis line we see here. Even with this indicator, this is telling us that our sell should have been around this area here. Well, that is a late signal from where you should have been looking to sell at these higher levels. To give you guys another look at this, the best entry here was actually a green bar at the bottom, not this one here, but the small one before price action for Bitcoin actually ended up increasing, and I'm going to move this over just to the left here so my face isn't in the way, about 15%. If you would have waited for the MACD, we know that that signal would have gone off here. So instead of 15%, you would have experienced only about 6%. So you would have lost all of this appreciation here because the MACD was not able to keep up. Okay, let's look at another indicator here. Stochastic. Stochastic is good, but the problem with the stochastic, guys, is that it is incredibly choppy. Case in point, look down here. When do you actually take your long signal or your short signal? Most people would say you take it upon the crossover of blue crossing above orange once blue is below the oversold value here of about 20. Well, that's a false signal because you would have gotten in here in the market. And then you've got other signals you have to deal with here as well. So how do you know which one of these signals down here you're supposed to take for a long entry? It's almost impossible with a stochastic to figure out which one to take. all that noise has been reduced down to one green dot, okay? What I'm gonna show you guys now is a replay, and possibly one of the most powerful parts of this is that we have a signal dashboard. Unlike, let me pop this open real quick, with the standard indicators, you're not getting an indicator reading that actually tells you what is happening in the market, okay? So watch this for a second. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna replay this mark right here. I want you guys' eyes to be focused on this dashboard. This dashboard is going to tell you, first and foremost, who has control. Are sellers in control or are buyers in control? As the line is moving down and sellers are in control, it's going to turn green. Why is this? Most people think it should be turning red. No. When the market is going down and sellers are in control, this is where the opportunity to purchase comes in. When buyers are in control, this is where we're looking to exit our long positions or, in some cases, take a short trade. All right, so watch how this works here. As the market's moving down here and the indicator detects, unlike all the other indicators you guys have, you don't have any detection of this, it is going to detect if the market is getting into an overextended zone. If it is overextended to the downside, it's going to be green. If it's overextended to the top side, can you guess what color it's going to be? It's going to be red, okay? As the market heads down here, we can see that we're getting a visual on the chart. The moment the candle closes, you're getting a dot, which if you follow my cursor line straight up there on the chart there, you can see where it's at. It's on this candle bar here. It is followed by a long entry short TP. Because price has gone down, this is now identified in the market with 9 different indicators that this is the place where we should be looking to get into the market because there is a high probability that the market will reverse back up at this point. Is it 100% accurate? By no means. I will never claim that. But I'm trying to show you guys, and I'll show you in a second here, an overlay of buy and sell signals, which this does not come with the indicator, it's just a visual to show you the accuracy of this indicator here, of how incredible this is. Now, as the market goes back up, as I clear this out, the market will head back up here, and now we are looking for the sell point. Well, what's the sell point going to look like? Well, you're going to start getting red backgrounds on the histogram, and it's going to say overextended. And it's going to have a red arrow pointing down. It's going to say, hey, heads up, look for the red dot. We're getting at overextended areas. The market is probably going to move back down here pretty soon. Okay? Again, I need to make this very clear, guys. This indicator I'm about to turn on does not come with this indicator. Okay? We're just looking at the oscillator. I want to visually show you the accuracy of this by actually seeing what this looks like on the chart. Okay? So as you can see, these green dots and these red dots, they are placed in some of the most powerful positions. Like we've got institutions and whales trading this market, and retail has access to this now. That's what sets us apart. It's a game changer for people getting into the market. And we have a lot of people with a lot of funds and institutions that purchase our indicators as well. Obviously, you'll be able to take advantage of this, okay? Back to the indicator. I want to explain to you guys now how to use the settings here, because this is another powerful feature. Okay, signal strength. I want you guys to watch something here. Watch these green and red dots down here. If I go to a 5 and it's currently set to a 15, a 5 is going to basically show you guys the most overbought or oversold areas. The lower you go, you're going to get less signals, okay? But they're going to be stronger in the market. My opinion, my suggestion, guys, of coding indicators for 10 years and coding this from scratch with AI, leave it at a signal strength of 15. I've built in something else for you here that you're gonna like. And go ahead and leave deviation period where it's at. I know some of my, I say this politely, my geeky code friends out there, they want access to this, so I'm giving you access, but I want you guys to focus on this. Signal frequency. Signal frequency is going to show you guys more or less signals, and they're going to be more or less accurate. So here's an example. Normal is just a high frequency, okay? And you can see that there's not as many signals, but it's normal. It's got a decent accuracy, okay? Actually, the highest accuracy. More shows you more signals with good accuracy, okay? And if you guys are like, I really want the most signals, but there is basically moderate accuracy, because if you guys are scalping on lower time frames and you really want to get in and out really quickly, go ahead and set it to most. But if you want the highest probability of the market reversing, go to normal, highest accuracy. You're not going to get a lot of dots, but if a dot shows up in the market on normal and high accuracy, you better be paying attention, okay? Because it is pulling all 9 indicators and it is waiting for those precise moments that the market is extremely overbought or undersold, okay? Now, watch something here. This is something that I have been trying to code into indicators for the better part of a decade, and I've never been able to do this, but we have the ability now. We have found a way with AI. Okay, I'm going to geek out for you guys on a second, so follow me here. Those of you guys who have coded and you code oscillators, actually, I'm going to prove that. Let me show this to you guys. I'm actually going to I'll pull up an indicator that I can actually show this to you guys on. Okay, look over here. As the market is heading up here, do you guys see that the RSI is pretty overextended here? And we've got a sell signal. Once a market gets overextended, sometimes you get what's called divergence, where an indicator will start heading back down and the market will actually still increase higher. Normal oscillators cannot pick that up, and they don't actually give you signals of continuous places to sell. So what I was able to do, let me pop this open again real quick, is actually give you guys a setting in here that will look at trend continuation, basically market breakout detection, and watch these red dots over here. I can flip this on and it will actually show you continuous places where you can exit in an uptrend and continuous places where you can exit into a downtrend where the market is expected to reverse. Okay, do you guys get that? Most oscillators will say that the market is bottom somewhere down here, but how are we getting a green dot exactly at the bottom of this candle here? Is because the algorithm has a built-in feature that can actually watch to see if the market is continuously oversold or overbought after a signal has been posted that the market is already at a high structure point or a low structure point. This has not been coded into other indicators before, guys. And honestly, having an indicator that's responsible for 300 plus wins and coding for the better part of a decade, guys, 8 years, this is revolutionary. You're not going to find this on any oscillator. So this is a setting you can play around with, and it will actually show you extra sell signals in the market for when the market just takes off. And you guys know this, especially if you're trading cryptocurrency. You'll get an oscillator that says, okay, we've peaked, and the market keeps going. You're like, where are all my extra sell limits? Like, how do I know when to sell? You now have the, like right here. Look at this, for example. The oscillator said that this was a great place to look for a sell. The market overextended. Other oscillators, they'd say, forget it. We're not going to alert you of this. We don't have a program for that. There's nothing written in our code. The indicator identified, and I'll show you guys how to set up alerts here, that the market was overextended and gave you another opportunity to take profit on your long trades because of this new built-in feature. It's never been coded into indicators before, guys. And trust me, like I've coded hundreds of indicators. This is a game changer, okay? So I'm excited about this because I'm using this in my own portfolio, and like we trade a $1.2 million plus portfolio in our membership. So that's exciting. Okay, let me get to this part. Setting up alerts. I knew you guys were everybody wants alerts now because of the accuracy of this. You want to be able to, you just want to be able to come in here and set alerts. So here's what I've got for you guys. I've got a few indicators on here, so I apologize there, but here's what this is going to look like. When you guys select this, you're going to be able to select long entry so long entry is a short TP, or long TP, which is a short entry. You can select either one. Once you select one of these, come down here to go once per bar close, go to the message section, and what I would do is just say buy signal. Just make it very simple. Or you can put long entry. If you guys, a buy signal is a long entry. A sell signal is the same as a short, okay? And just create this. So self-explanatory, guys. Every single time a green dot comes up, you can get an alert to your phone or your computer. Every time a red dot comes up, you can get an alert to your phone or your computer, okay? As I leave you guys here, there really, and I tried to prove this to you guys here, there has never been an oscillator developed to this point of accuracy before. I have scoured the web. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, guys. I even was actually in talks with the COO of TradingView. His name is Iskander. I know you guys probably don't even know who that is. He doesn't work there anymore. But I was talking about opening up a marketplace for indicators. I've been in this building industry for such a long time, and I have never come across an accuracy like this before. And so we're using this currently in the cryptocurrency market to time lows and time the peak of bull markets so we don't get caught in a bear market. So I'll end this here. If you guys are on the product page on Gumroad, great. You guys can purchase right now. If you're on YouTube watching this or anywhere else, there'll be links in the description. But I really think this will give you guys an edge over any other oscillator you could possibly put on. Oscillator, just any other signal providing indicator. And with the ability, like I said, for the indicator to auto-detect when a trend has broken out past a normal oscillator's top and there's current divergence, you are still going to get a sell signal and a buy signal when that happens. So you do not miss the very top or the very bottom of these trends. That is revolutionary, guys. Okay? I hope you enjoy this as much as I am, because this has blown my mind, and I think you guys are going to find an edge that you have never found before. Use it on stocks, use it on cryptocurrencies. If you can pull it up on TradingView, it'll work. Okay? So you guys have a full gamut of all time frames and any tickers you want to load this on. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Links are in the description or either on the product page if you're viewing it there. God bless you guys and have a blast using this indicator. Bye-bye.